Hello and welcome back. So after an intense end of summer slump, I have edited this vlog and gotten it out to you all. There is so much in this vlog, so let's take it from the top. After about a week after I got back home from New Orleans, I headed to my hometown of West Palm Beach to spend some time with my nephews for a weekend while their parents enjoyed a quick weekend away. I really loved it because it also meant that I got to go to places I love and miss while I'm in NYC, and I got to spend some time with them, of course. And Palm Beach is also slowly turning into somewhat of a hip place. I mentioned this in my vlog back in December, but it has a lot of NYC outposts and they just keep increasing there. So I got to enjoy that. I definitely went to Bucan and got my sandwich. This is the street behind Bucan, but I had to go and get my beef carpaccio sandwich. I also checked out one of my old chef's concept. He has a barbecue place, so I went there and got some barbecue while I was there, which was really fun. I got to meet one of my friend's baby, her and her husband, who I worked with back in the day when I was in hospitality, welcome their first baby, and I just got to enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the waves, and be home. I can now say that I am happily slowing into fall and getting back to vlogging regularly. That is a slow approach that is being aided by the fact that I damaged my vlogging camera, which is a DJI Osmo Pocket, and I'm now waiting to get it back from the repair center. I dropped it into steaming milk while I was making a latte one day. So my vlogging has slowed a little bit since I decided to get started back up, but I had this one in the bank. I am getting back to my routines with workouts and properly being the project manager and accountant of my life, and welcoming in some great wins this season. One of my friends and I have committed to be accountability partners in content creation. So gonna do my best to do my part and also to encourage her and hold her accountable. So expect some really great vlogs coming soon. I'm really glad to be back in the habit. Well, it has been quite a while. Things have been a little weird in life, in the world, at work. I don't know. I feel like I had a post-summer slump of sorts. I do think that traveling back to back had something to do with it, knowing that I'm a person who likes to be in my house. But also the vibes have just been a little bit weird, I feel like, in the universe. So I've been trying to center myself and get the nerve to finish the New Orleans vlog, which I'll do tomorrow, and work out some other things that I have going on with work and a change in structure at work. And then, all the things. Everyone. I don't even have the words. I've been trying to adult and do all the things that I'm responsible for as an adult, in a weird end of summer tiredness, I think is mostly what it was. I just kept saying I'm tired about a lot of things and then going to my bed or just staying inside or doing what I had to do, and just really waiting for the moment when I got home later after doing it. Okay. If you feel that, let me know. So I'm back. It is now September 12th. September 11th didn't even feel like September 11th. I feel like I didn't even see more than one September 11th post on my timeline. Was there drama going on? Yes, there's other stuff going on in the world, But, no. I didn't go to the U.S. Open Fan Week this week. this week. This year, it just was a little bit different at the end of December. Okay, let's just say that. Leave it where it's at. But in a wise move, if I do say so myself, I decided to go ahead and make myself a long weekend. You already know I don't believe in working more than 3 5-week work weeks back to back to back. Like, you don't need to do like 5, 5, 5 is fine. It needs to be a holiday or you need to take a long weekend, one or the other. You can even split a week up, but I prefer to take off a Monday or a Friday. I hadn't done that in a while. I was planning to kind of chill on Labor Day weekend, kind of, still had plans. And then things got turned around and I had a friend come visit at some point, spending time with my boyfriend, doing all sorts of things. And it just was not relaxing. I did have a good time, but it was not relaxing. And I just need some time to relax. So we had the long Labor Day weekend and I went back to work and I was like, I'm still not feeling it. I feel like when I came back to work, I was paying the cost of having the long weekend. It was just like you came back and it was like worse. So I was like, I need some time off. So I took off yesterday and today, in addition to Saturday and Sunday this week. So I'll have a 4-day weekend. And it's been pretty light, but I've got a lot of stuff done. Laundry and just like tidying around my house and other cosmetic appointments and just like other things that I needed to do, just trying to catch up. I have time to edit the vlog and also time to just kind of chill out, go for a long walk, got back into the gym, walked today for a workout, and am just feeling more like myself. I think that was the big thing, is just I wasn't feeling like myself. I was just like, I'm just in a daze. I'm like work and then the day is over. And like, I try to manage to do whatever else I need to do. I think that's like burnout. Now that I'm describing it, I think I was a little burnt out. Now that I'm saying it, you know what I mean? I scheduled this long weekend to get things that are important to me done outside of work. I have 2 social engagements, one that I'm about to head to now, and then one tomorrow to go see a play, which should be relaxing as well. Should be chill vibes, you know? So I'm about to go do that now. I'm heading to Williamsburg to go to a restaurant that I've never been to before at the Ace Hotel, Kafar, which is kind of like the sister restaurant in the hotel to Laser Wolf. Laser Wolf, I was not able to get a reservation. Wasn't able to do it on such short notice. But this is supposed to be just as good, and I'm catching up with my friend. We canceled plans a couple weeks ago, and we both kind of needed it. As I mentioned, I was a little burnt out. And catch up, have a good time, have some good food to eat. It's not too hot outside. Fall is coming. And yeah, we're going to go enjoy a Friday night in Williamsburg. I am wearing some Zara jeans that, like, you can't really see them, but they're Zara cargo jeans. Boom. Zara cargo jeans that I bought for a Beyonce concert because I never really go in Zara, but I had a very specific look in mind for the Renaissance concert, which was like metallic tank top or like some type of crop top, tank top, and cargo pants. So I would be comfortable, but also cute. And I did find a metallic tank top at Zara and these pants, and that's exactly what I wore to the concert. And I actually like them. I like them a lot. I haven't been back to Zara to buy anything, but I like them. And then this J.W. Anderson Uniqlo cropped button down. It's a little oversized, very comfy, in white. Because how many collared white shirts can I buy? I think I'm gonna try to figure it out to add to my collared white shirt collection. Feeling cute. Gonna wear my little Dolce Vita mules. They're like the same shape and feel and vibe as like a Adidas Samba, but they're from Dolce Vita and they're like netted, kind of like rattan, but with leather. And they're super cute. I love them. And then for a fragrance, I'm going to put on Santal Greenery. I have some samples of Santal Greenery from Dries Van Noten. One that I bought in the sampler pack from Dries Van Noten that I didn't really know I liked as much. And then another from a quick story time from a sales rep at Saks. So I needed to run an errand in Saks. And I was like, I need to get out of here before I spend money. I spent money on fragrance. I bought Rock the Myrrh in a purse size at the counter for the Dries Van Noten fragrances in Saks. I asked if they had samples, because if I'm buying fragrance, why would I not get a bunch of samples? Duh, simple math. And the guy was like, I asked him for Swa Mali K, which is Mali K, whatever. I say Swa Mali K. He was like, we don't have any samples, but I'll mail some to you when we get them. I get an unexpected package. I go check it. I was like, I don't expect anything. What is this? It's the package from Saks. I'm expecting to open up to Swa Mali K. What's in there? Santal Greenery and a men's fragrance from Penhaligon's. This is not what we discussed. We spoke about this at length. What's going on, brother? Either way, I'm not ungrateful, but I mean, we just had a very specific conversation about what was going to happen, and that didn't happen. And I am happy he sent me something, and it is nice. And I sprayed it on a piece of paper earlier, the sample paper that it came on earlier, and I really liked it. So I'm going to wear it. Santal Greenery from Dries Van Noten. I had one from the sampler that I bought already. So I'm going to put that on and then use the spray to spray I'll put this on my skin so I can dab it on my skin and then use the spray to spray my shirt. And that's it. So let's head to dinner. I'll take you all with me because now I'm picking up vlogging again because that's another thing you've noticed I haven't been doing. I haven't been vlogging because I'm tired. I just think my soul down to like my energy. My energy was just like, I just have enough for what I need to get done. That's it. So yeah, welcome back. Let's go. Okay, I have to come on here and say that I love that there are 2 Zero Waste Daniel events in this single vlog. Number 1, it's been that long. Number 2, my friends are that awesome. My friends Maria and Daniel had their second Sustainable Fashion is a Drag fashion show during Fashion Week, and of course I had to be there to see all the new pieces and support them and enjoy all of our mutual friends, all the folks that I've met through them, and just have a really great night. I also got out for a second time during Fashion Week, and I must say, this is the first time that Fashion Week has really felt like Fashion Week to me in years, even just from an observer standpoint, like looking online and things of that sort. But I was able to also make it to the Emerge fashion show that is for emerging artists and designers to showcase their designs, but they also honor folks that are icons in fashion. This year it was Ty Hunter and Brandon Blackwood, so I got to see them both, which was really exciting. Welcome back again. This is so odd. So I'm looking at you all on this camera, but the DJI app has a live view function where you can see it. What do you see when you see? Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking at it here. I don't know why this is necessary. It's really not. Either way, hello, welcome back. I know that this vlog is such a mishmash, but you know what? Done doesn't have to be perfect, or done is better than perfect, or whatever the saying is. We continue on the march towards getting out of the end of summer weird slump. I feel like since the last time we've talked, I have been to a play, I have been out to eat. I don't think I captured that, but I did go see The Brother's Size. I was familiar with that play from like when I was in my acting days, and I'd seen one of the monologues done as a scene in class, and I was like, oh, this must be good. And I realized it was written by Terrell Alvin McCraney, who you all might recognize was the person who wrote Moonlight. I don't know what he's done since then. I feel like he had a new project out recently, but great writer. And Moonlight did so great. And also one of the actors that is doing the play was an actor in had a role in Moonlight, which is oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name right now? I literally can't remember. I'm actively ironing another white shirt to wear with jeans to an event that I'm headed to. My friend that I went to see that play with is actually having a party today. Hold on, the air is like making noise now. Everything is frustrating me. So I'm about to get dressed, put on a little eyebrow, eyelash, maybe a light little beat depending on how much time I have. I am working at this stage in my life to not be the earliest first person at events and stuff. Still planning, still being very exact and being prepared, but not showing up 15 minutes early to everything like it's a job interview. It's just that living in New York City and getting around, especially if you're not taking an Uber, I'm taking an Uber today, can be very trying, and your estimated time can go from very exact to an hour more, you know, sometimes depending on what happens on public transit and the time that you decide to leave, especially on the weekends when they plan a lot of like reroutes and alterations to the schedules. Either way, I went to see that play. I'm headed to a party today. I went to 2 fashion shows during Fashion Week. My friends Mario and Daniel had their fashion show this year for Zero Waste Daniel, which was really great. It was the second year of Sustainable Fashion is a Drag. So like drag show, ballroom fun. It was so artsy and interpretive and great and entertaining. And I forgot I was at a fashion show. Like all the fashions were great and we're looking at them, but at the same time, it was so entertaining. You're just like, oh, this is really good. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is also the fashions. So I did that. And then I also went to Emerge, which is a fashion show that honors fashion icons, you know, in real time. This year they honored Ty. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember his last name? But Beyonce stylist Ty Hunter. And then also Brandon Blackwood. I cannot wait to get a Brandon Blackwood bag. I need to stop putting this off. Let me add that to my little list. Brandon Blackwood and Ty Hunter. And that was really fun and a great show. There's also, you know, a showcase of emerging designers, which is what the show is. But the intro part to the show each year is, you know, honoring some icons in fashion and modern day fashion. So that was really fun. Those are my little fashion week outings. And then I attempted to capture kind of like my first fall recipe that I was cooking. I was making some okra stew. My boyfriend was out of town and was like, ooh, can you make okra stew when I get back? And I was like, absolutely. I actually love making it. And okra is very like nostalgic for me. My grandmother like would always make okra when we were younger. And I feel like it's one of those things like rice or, well, actually I feel like rice or like watermelon that is just very notably globally Black in cuisine and is in so many different dishes, whether it's, I think it's jambalaya that has, is it jambalaya or it's gumbo? Gumbo. You can do gumbo with, you know, okra. And then there's okra stew that's Nigerian. And I think there might be a Ghanaian version of it. It's just very Southern and Hoppin' Johns and all those good things. All those like Southern Black dishes, Creole Black dishes, West African Black dishes that implement those. And then, you know, just having that tied to it. When I was growing up, my grandmother was like the only person that I knew that cooked okra. And it just wasn't really mainstream. I still don't see it at a lot of restaurants and stuff, but I enjoy it and it's really good. And also when you cut it, it's so pretty. It's like that little flower shape. Like how cute is that? So yeah, I made some okra stew, but because I prepped it one day and then I made it all together the next day, I forgot to finish filming. And you know, this is what I mean by getting out of the slump, just making sure that, you know, I'm filming properly, that I remember the beginning, middle, and end as I'm going about my life because I'm capturing it as I'm living it, right? All that to say, I had a really busy week. Since then, I'm really trying to gear up for Q4 to like already be in the habit of working out, already be in the habit of, working on content and posting it and getting it live and being back in my routine, staying focused, being ready for what I'm calling yummy cozy season, because all the yummy things, I can cook all the stews and the slow cooking, and my apartment doesn't get too hot because it's cooler outside. It's not quite cool just yet, but it's getting there, and I'm, starting to plan out. October's in a couple of days. It's Friday. Wow. It's Saturday. The first of the month is on Wednesday, smack dab in the middle of the week, but still going to be like ramping up so that when that first hits, we're already on a roll. Let me put on a little something on my face, put some jewelry, some earrings in my ear, and head on out. We'll chat soon. Later. Warm in the fire, push it through your triceps, exhale, push into your pose, 2, and 1. Keep pause at the top of your plank. Bring your belly button to the spine, try to sway to your hips. Good morning from part of my building's gym. Post-workout, it's like 8 o'clock on a Monday. Yeah, 8:08. It's 8 o'clock on a Monday. And I got up later than I wanted to, but I got up and headed down here for a little workout. I just did an instructed workout from the Nike training app, which is like a throwback now, but kind of clutch. Pretty good workout. I just did a quick hit workout that I've done a bunch of times before that I really like. That's really effective for the amount of time I had. And yeah, now I got my first workout in for the week, starting off strong on a Monday. And I can go make my coffee and get ready for work. Looking forward to a busy week. I have a couple things to take care of at work today and some big meetings for work. And then tomorrow night, I have a work event for a release that includes Kerry Washington, which is really exciting. And she's going to be at the event. So I'm going to that after work. And just a lot. I can't even remember everything. I had to write it down because it's a big week. But as it is a big week, I am also getting back into the habit of being more serious about filling out my Monday document. If you have not heard me talk about this before, it is literally just something I call like Mondays. And on a Monday, I sit down and basically forecast out the week for like, what I have to do at work, if me and my boyfriend have plans or have something to do, if I have any social events, what I want to do with content, any budget milestones or things I need to take care of. Like this is the pay week, so I have my payday plan for where I'm sending my money and doing things. Also, if I'm cooking, like grocery list and recipe list for the week, the days that I'm going to do my laundry, do my hair, if I'm, doing anything else cosmetic or whatever, scheduling those things out and just really kind of planning my week out in a more detailed level. The farther out things are, the harder it kind of is to plan. So some things have been planned further out, but now that I have, a closer view being in this week or the week that it's happening, I can kind of see what else is going on. And like, it's a little bit easier to predict the next, 5 to 7 days. So I do that. And then, you roll with the punches, but I feel like it's a really good practice to mentally set up my week, and then also with the details, dive into the details and help myself remember all those things. So yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. Make coffee, shower, get ready for work, do the Mondays document. And there was a meeting I was supposed to schedule at the end of last week, but I was so exhausted I didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule that and find some time with my team to discuss something we need to chat about. That's it. Workout's done. Monday started off gloriously. The end of the weekend was chill. Yesterday was mostly a chill day. My boyfriend and I just hung out for a little bit, and then he was off to do laundry. I will talk to y'all later. Alrighty, mid-Monday check-in. I am done with all of my meetings for today. I'm working from home today, so virtual meetings all. Just got off my last one, which ended early, which is great. And it's been a Monday. It's a little bit gloomy outside, a lot to do at work, and a long week ahead. There's no days off this week. I don't think we have a long weekend. We do have the 13th off for Indigenous Peoples Day. That's on the 13th. It is currently the 29th. So yeah, looking forward to a long weekend, not gonna lie. Definitely looking forward to a long weekend. But yeah, just wanted to check in as I'm midday on a Monday. I had an open-faced tuna sandwich and some chips for lunch. I made some brownies because I've been wanting something chocolate. And I was like, I've been saying I'm going to make these brownies. They're like my favorite brownies. They're the Ghirardelli like turtle brownies. So it's chocolate brownies with walnuts and caramel. So good. Cannot recommend enough. Made brownies in between meetings, and I'll probably be working until 5 because it's almost 4. But just want to check in and say hey from this Monday. Later. Oh, and to give you all an update, I did do my Mondays document this morning, which was very helpful to help me set out my week. There were some things I needed to cancel in terms of subscriptions. There were some to-dos I needed to add. I'm headed to be with my mom in Jersey this weekend, and I have her birthday gift here, so I need to remember to take that. All of the things. The CultureCon event I'm going to tomorrow night, but we're going to be working in person tomorrow and Wednesday, and just a lot of things going on. Many things going on this week, so just trying to have a good start, stay focused on all the other things I need to do in terms of getting workouts done in the morning, staying with it with content, blogging, and talking to you all like this. Even just returning text messages that I needed to get back to, which historically I have not been a bad texter. And I don't consider myself a bad texter now, but sometimes I do need to take a little bit of time to send a thoughtful message back, and not just give up on it or say something for saying something's sake. So yeah. I am looking forward to it cooling down. Let's look at the weather for the week and see if it's going to be fall this week. It's a toss-up, baby. It's October in a day, and it may not be fall still. 78 degrees right now. We had a high of 80. Oh, the high is 78. Tomorrow's high is 78. Wednesday looks gorgeous. Low of 54, high of 68. Absolutely. Thursday, it's not all sun, okay? Thursday, low of 50, high of 65, all sun. Look at this. Y'all, it's about to be fall. It's about to be fall. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's about to be fall. I'm here for it. I'm going to paint my nails brown. There's a little chocolate brown color I have from OPI that I like for the fall. Yeah, period. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Bye. Alrighty, hello, welcome back. I am in Harlem. Just got off the train. It's Tuesday afternoon. I worked in person today in Soho. Went back home and got dressed to go out on the school night. Who is she? Why is this zooming in? It's pissing me off. Hold on. Girl. Okay, so yeah, I am headed to a CultureCon event that is sponsored by Audible. My fave, Kerry Washington, is going to be there talking about probably all things audiobooks and the new series that she has on Audible. I don't know if some of the other cast from the production are going to be there, but I'm about to see. I don't think I've been to a CultureCon event before, actually, now that I think about it. I think this may be my very first CultureCon event, but it is a school night and I have a lot to do tomorrow. So is this 118? Yeah, I'm headed to Harlem Parish now to pop in, get a little footage, have a good time, see some folks from work and maybe some other people that I know, and just vibe for a little bit, network a little bit, hang out, and head back home so I can get back to working tomorrow morning. But very proud of myself for getting out on a doggone Tuesday to hang out. So let's see what's cracking up in here. Ooh, it looks like there's a line out the door. Let's see what's going on.
Our second season of The Prophecy. with us tonight. I really want to say a very special thank you to Randy McKinnon. Yes, Randy created this series. You know, he called Simpson Street when we were in COVID, and he had this idea of exploring what would it mean if the stories that we're reading in the Bible were not things that happened in the past, but they were prophecy of what was unfolding in the present.
Hello, hello, welcome back. It is now Wednesday afternoon, and if you're watching this, that means by the time this vlog went live, I got a new job, or at least an offer. I just went to 2 interviews, so wish me retroactive luck, I guess, if you're watching this now. I'm headed home because I have a meeting at work shortly, so I'm going to try to make it home by 1:30. Okay, so I wasn't able to capture footage while I was in the office, but I did want to share that I was in Prospect Heights to get a mini Diamond Glow facial, which as a Beyonce fan just reminds me of Upgrade You and her Diamond Cream facials. But I was invited to the Brightwood Skin to try out their Diamond Glow facial and some of the services they offer, and I have to say I will be going back. That's the last piece for this vlog, except for this moment of disaster where my Osmo Pocket dropped into my steaming milk. So I did want to share this just for comedic effect, but thanks so much for hanging out with me this long. It's a pretty long vlog, so I appreciate it. I had a lot of footage stored up, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out the door, but I will see you all soon, hopefully next week, and I hope you enjoyed this.